What's going on, agents? Known as Legend here, and I'm gonna run you through one of my builds that I put together. This video is gonna detail each piece, and I'm gonna go through and just show you why I like it, man. This build is awesome. It's definitely PvP or PvE oriented, but it definitely can run solo or the team. Definitely. So, if you like what you see, it'd be cool if you hit the like and subscribe button. If not, not a big deal. It's all good, man. So let's get to it. All right.
Hostile drone detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
I got the key.
Agent out of action.
So here is my build. I nicknamed it Iron Stinger because it has amazing survivability for having as much DPS as it does. You know, this kind of build is definitely best used solo. That's where you're gonna get the best use out of it, especially with the pieces that I'm running with. If you run with a team, it still will work great. It will. It's just you can see how much better it is at just everything in general. It's really good at everything in general, I would say. You know, I know there's no build that's perfect for everything, but this, if you're looking for, you know, armor survivability, plus being able to, you know, dish out some pretty high DPS, this is definitely the build that you're going to want to go with. I'll show you some gameplay footage of me just mopping up in the summit. It's great with a team, you know, and some solo. So, all right. So this is the build right here. You know, it's pretty straightforward build, to be honest. We're running 3 pieces of blue and 3 red. No skill at all. I rolled a couple of my reds that were reds and have talents for DPS. I actually rolled a couple of those to armor, so that's how I'm able to get the armor amount plus the amount of DPS that you'll see. So let's go with the specialization. I went with Gunner, and I chose Gunner because not only you get 10% armor on kill, you get faster reloads, you get pulse, 50% pulse dodge, whatever. I can't think of it right now. But Gunner is, honestly, that's my favorite specialization. You can't beat getting 10% instant armor on every kill, especially if you got some DPS. You know, you just take out those reds, just like bam, nothing, 10%, boom, 10%, boom, 10%. It's great. Also after the Gunner specialization, I went with the riot foam. Riot foam is fun. You know, if you get somebody to get stuck for, you know, 5-8 seconds, you'll put them down. The DPS that this build has definitely is going to put, you know, pretty much anyone but a named down the first magazine. It's pretty awesome. So most of you know the Chameleon assault rifle. Great for PvE, not so good for PvP, I found, at least. And this is a pretty decent one. I'm just started to optimize it. So we got 76.8k base damage with the 900 rounds per minute, with 51 in the chamber. It's about 1.4% away from max assault rifle damage, but we got 13.6, and then health damage, which I would prefer to be armor damage, but it's all good. And 8.5 crit chance, and you can't change that, but that would be amazing if it was damage out of cover, but it's all good. But the talent is really where this thing just melts NPCs. It's called Adaptive Instincts. So when you look down the sight with this gun, there's going to be 3, I believe, hexagons, you know, lined vertically, top, middle, and bottom one. So the top one, when you hit 30 headshots, so every headshot you hit, it's going to fill up that hexagon. You get 20% crit chance boost and 50% crit damage for 45 seconds. That's a shit long amount of time to have that kind of boost. And if you already have, you know, above 150% crit damage, you know, it's gonna boost you way max easy, you know. So same thing for the middle hexagon. The hitting 75 body shots, it boosts you 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds. So 20% crit chance, 50% crit damage, and 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds. Amazing. And then, you know, the last one is hitting 30 leg shots, 150% reload speed for 45 seconds. So crit chance, crit damage, major boost to weapon damage and reload speed. I think it's pretty sweet gun, I'd say, you know, especially for PvE and the build. Backup, Police M4, pretty maxed out. I couldn't change the talent, but the talent's still good. Optimist, prefer in sync, but you know, what are you gonna do? It still does pretty good damage. It's got 85.6, which not bad. It's, you know, kind of middle of the road for base damage for an M4. But what are you gonna do? But the talent Optimist weapon damage is increased by 3% every 10% ammo missing from the mag. So it's a 41 or 40 and 1 on the chamber. So it's okay. Like I said, prefer in sync. But what are you gonna do? So those are my two mains. And the reason I'm using 2 assault rifles is because of that right there. 40% assault rifle damage. Base, just instantly. And then you add the talents of the chameleon. What is it? 90%? 95%? Yeah, 90% weapon damage. So that's 90 plus, you know, let's call it 40. That's 130% weapon damage boost. Boom, right there. And you get that for 45 seconds. So that's why I have 2 assault rifles, because I chose to go with a 40% assault rifle damage bonus. So, my sidearm, just nothing special, X45 tactical, max damage, max armor, with close and personal. It's a pretty sweet pistol. I use it on my shield builds as well. Okay, so now into the build. So we're gonna go with the mask. So the mask is Fenris Group AB. You guys know it very well. It's max weapon damage, max crit chance, max crit damage, and I have a 11.9% crit hit damage mod on it. Amazing mask. If you want damage, you just put that thing on. So that's a great piece right there. That's where I get a lot of DPS from, just that single piece. So the backpack, everybody knows, the Memento, single best piece in the game by far. 13.6% weapon damage, about 3/4 of the way, 140% armor. Kind of sucks, but whatever. And I have a max crit damage mod on there, and this is where it shines, the talent, especially when it's PvE. PvP, not so much, I don't think, the Memento, just because, I don't know, you're not killing as much per se. But PvE, yeah, it's awesome. Every time you enemies you kill drop a trophy on their death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. So 5% weapon damage for DPS, armor, you get 10% bonus armor, and skills, you get 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage and 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. Max stack is 30. Yeah, single best piece by far. Enough said. So my chest piece, I went with Gilligard. I needed to get my armor up when I was building at this point, but then I also remembered I needed, wanted to keep DPS, so I went with an armor piece with a DPS talent. So 5% bonus armor instantly, almost max armor, almost max hazard protection, almost max crit damage, and 11.9% crit damage mod. But I went with Spotter, and that amplifies the total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. So you can do this 2 ways. You can either run with a pulse, which is what I choose to do because I like the bonus armor, or you can roll with Technician and put the laser on the under barrel part, and anytime you aim at somebody, it procs Spotter. So you can do it either way. I've done it both ways. I prefer gunner, but you know, to each their own. So here's a piece that obviously Grubo, you get the 15% crit hit damage. Usually always use it as a DPS piece, but I just rolled the main core attribute to max armor, and then I left obviously the attributes of max crit chance and almost max crit damage. That's a great piece right here. So you get crazy good DPS out of it, but you also get armor, so that's an awesome piece. Okay, now my holster. This is interchangeable. You can run kind of whatever you want with this piece. I prefer armor, so it's not to 1.3 million. I like 1.5, feel a little safer there. But you can also take this out and put a DPS piece, keep the 1.3 million armor, and boost your primary damage by about 10k. So it's up to you. But like I said, I went with the armor route, max armor with 1% armor regen, 11.9 crit damage, and I rolled crit hit chance onto it. I need to get that up to 6. The other one at 5.1, but whatever. Okay, and the final piece, Česká Broga. This is obviously the 10% crit chance. All DPS piece. Fully god rolled. Enough said about that one. So what you're left with is 1.5 million armor, base damage right there with the chameleon is 76.8, but you could boost that by like 20, 30k probably when it's fully proc. So right here, 57% crit chance, which is almost max. And remember, this is with 1.5 million armor, and then 135% crit hit damage. Honestly, I wish I could take about 7% of that crit chance and put it in crit damage, but what are you gonna do? So that's pretty good right there, man. Almost max crit chance, 135% crit damage, and you got 1.5 million armor. And I also run with the Crusader shield. Nothing special here, just helps me not get hit for a few seconds. I'm running with shield health, and 5% damage bonus. So yeah, I'm running with that. And then I like running, since I'm running gunner, I run the Banshee pulse, or I run regular pulse sometimes. But Banshee's awesome, especially if there's a group of guys that are all right near each other. You can blast Banshee at them, and they're all go disrupted for a while, and you can burn them down. So that's about it. That's my build, and thank you for stopping by.